Today we are starting with the same topic but different aspect of the same SMEs. In the last class we have discussed the role of small and medium enterprises in Indian economy. Under problems of SMEs, the first important aspect is non-availability of raw materials. When we say raw material, it includes raw materials, components, and equipments which are needed by small and medium enterprises, right? So this is a big problem, and that's why it is listed on the top for the first and foremost problem of small and medium enterprises, right? If you wish, you can go to this link, you will find the whole cover story, how in Haryana, right? देखो, कच्चा माल न मिलने से हरियाणा के उद्यमी इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट परेशान, मुंबई पोर्ट पर फंसे हरियाणा के 250 कंटेनर, right? This way you can see, the raw material or kacha mal, which we call it in Hindi, that is a big problem, big issue for the small and medium enterprise. And this example is the latest example during this lockdown and all these problems. This aspect is there. But besides this current situation, if you search, you will find this small and medium enterprises still facing problem of this raw material. They don't get raw material on time, and there is a scarcity of components and equipments which they use. I'll suggest you go to this link and read the story how this uh, industries in Haryana is suffering because of the raw material supply. The raw material is stuck at the dock at the port in Mumbai, right? So this is, we can say that this small and medium enterprise face this problem, because why it is so, these industries are so small, their scale is of production is so small, they cannot store much of the raw material. Problem of raw material, right? With example I have given to you. And when I say raw material, it means all these things: raw material, components and equipments, everything. Is this fine, students?
Yes, sir.
uh,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay. Moving on to the second problem of small and medium enterprises, that is problem of finance. Problem of finance. These small enterprises are so small in size that they always face problem of finance. They lack finance, and according to one is study, there is a gap of 380 billion dollar credit. The small and medium enterprises, they need 380 billion dollar, but they are unable to get it. There is gap between finance and the availability of finance and the need of the finance by small and medium enterprises. Again, this is a story you can read on Financial Express. I have given link here, you go through it. According to a report, this is reported in this news reporting, that according to BizFund conducted a report, and according to this report, only 16% of MSMEs. How much? Only 16% of MSMEs avail formal credit. Formal credit means credit from the formal बैंकिंग सिस्टम से जो है क्रेडिट, उनको सिर्फ 16% एमएसएमई ही अवेल कर पाते हैं. रिमेनिंग 80% ऑफ स्मॉल मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस, दे रिजॉर्ट टू यू नो they resort to other informal sources of the finance, local money lenders and other non-banking finance institutions. They resort to those institutions, especially the informal sector, that money lenders, and money lenders charge huge interest from these industries, small and medium enterprises, right? So this way, so you can see more than 80% of MSMEs face problem of finance, right? And these, as I said, informal credit institutions, the credit they provide at a expensive rate. The rate of interest is very difficult, and this way they indulge in, debt burden, or they come in the trap of, you can say, this debt burden. They are unable to repay. The interest rate is so high, they are unable to repay it. So these are some of the facts and figures. You can quote this BizFund report, right? This 16% MSMEs only getting formal finance, and more than 80% getting informal finance, and these informal finance are very expensive, and which creates problem for MSMEs. And the same thing is available on this what do you call, a link. You can see Financial Express का link है, यहाँ पे जाके आप read करो. You will find all these facts and figures. Okay, so problem of finance is another issue for small and medium enterprises to sustain in the market. Okay, is this clear, students? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any question? No?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Moving on to the third important aspect. Third important problem of SME, that is low technical skill. You will find most of the small and medium enterprises, they are started at a smaller level, small size, and they are using less of technology. And one thing is that you will find these industries use local resources, and it is more labor intensive. Use of technology is less. So here in these industries there is a paucity or a scarcity of technical as well as managerial skills these small enterprises face, right? They are into such a business where the scope for technical advancement is less. This is one thing. Second thing is that even if there is requirement of the technical knowledge or technical skill, but innovation happening is less. This is second thing. Third thing is that these small and medium enterprises, lack finance, and that becomes a hurdle in the way to adoption of new technology. Though you will find in the latest, in the last 10 years or so, there is lot of improvement. There is a lot of digitalization of small and medium enterprises, right? So another article I have posted here, you can see the link is available. How can Indian small and medium enterprises bridge the digital skill challenges? These small industries are so small, many of them are not aware of these latest development. Otherwise, if you see, even you are a small enterprise, your reach can be all across the world, all across the globe. Why? So you can sell your product through different online channels, right? You just post your product, say for example on Amazon. The whole world can watch it. If your product has a quality, और अगर वाकई में दम है प्रोडक्ट में, क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट है, तो it will be sold out all across the globe. So but these industries, there is technical knowledge, scarcity is there. The staff is not available that way, and they are not thinking in that way. That another thing is that they even are unable to meet the local demand also at times because of several other problems. So these SMEs needs to be developed, needs to adopt latest technology to grow themselves, to become more competitive in the world market, right? So there is urgent need to bridge this gap of digital technology. Digitalization, in fact, can bring a lot of efficiency and productivity in these small enterprises, but uh, they had other problems, whether it is finance or whether it is managerial skill and ability, or they are not thinking beyond to supply the goods all across, right? Otherwise, there is no problem at all to sell your product. Even if you are producing something in Pune, you can sell it in Poland, you can sell it in America, wherever you want, you can sell it. There is no hurdle as such nowadays. I know people who are producing goods, say in across, you are producing something in Kashmir, you can sell it here, right? Through Amazon channel, through eBay channel, right? You may be producing in Kabul, or you can sell it something here in Pune. That is possible, Adnan Parsa, right? You find something there which is in demand in India, and something here in Pune can be sold out in Kabul. That is possible, right? So this way, now the world has really become a global village, and you only need of the hour is to uh, develop the technology, adopt new technology, so that you can be at par with the world organizations, world institutions, right? So this is the third important problem, that is lack of technical skill or adoption of low technical skill uh, at the small and medium enterprises. Okay, is this clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next,
Yes,
next
sir.
important aspect
Let
is
me.
important problem related to SMEs uh, is problems of the market. Here, problems of the market is not that there is no market. Market is there, but the problem is these small and medium enterprises, their product is not standardized. There is lack of branding, right? Brand scarcity is there, product is there, quality is they are unable to maintain. This is one thing. And because of lack of branding, because of marketing, the lack of advertisement, because these things requires a lot of money, right? And other thing is that they are unable to market their product. There is a paucity of marketing know-how, the marketing knowledge, how you can market your product all across, right? This is another big issue with this SMEs, that they face lack of standardization, lack of availability of this advertisement, effective advertisement, then technical know-how, lack of technical know-how. These problems, create problem. You find, you take any example of local industry, you will not find much of the advertisement, but multinationals come with the same product and start advertising on, all across the media, whether it is newspapers, television channels, social media now, right? Through Google, you know so many channels are available now, and people are promoting their products all across the media, right? That is, uh, related to the big industries and the multinationals, right? But these small and medium enterprise, localized enterprises, they are not resorting to these channels, or there are several reasons for it, right? First thing is that you must be having a product which can be marketed properly, right? The product should be of same quality all the time, but that is another problem. And then the advertisement is costly, no doubt. Advertisement, if your scale of operation is very less, there is no use of advertising. You will be thinking in a different way, that you are able to sell your product, right, in the area. So that is enough. The amount of production, whatever is there, that is sold out in the local area, local market only. So what is the need of? So you are not thinking beyond. You don't want to become from micro to small, and small to medium, and medium to large enterprise. There must be natural progression, right? There must be natural progression from micro to large enterprises. That is possible. There must be vision to grow, right? If you are a micro enterprise, the next vision must be to become a small enterprise, right? Little bigger. Then from a small to medium enterprise, and once you reach the level of medium enterprise, no doubt you can reach to the large enterprise as well. So there must be vision, and that vision will help you. Your your size will grow, and you will have ample surplus fund to grow and advertise and market your product. You can maintain the quality of your products, right? Zero defect products, right? Like that concepts are there. Here again I have uh, given here one link. You can see SME landscape in India, growth challenges and opportunities. Very interesting article. If you go through it, you will learn a lot. I suggest you go there and uh, follow this link. I'll share obviously this PPT in the Google Classroom, then you can go through it, right? The link will be available in this file itself. Okay, so this is the fourth and foremost problem of small and medium enterprise. Moving on to the next. Okay, yeah, competition of large scale industries. These small enterprise, after the liberalization, before liberalization, privatization and globalization, till 1991, many products were reserved for small enterprises. More than 800 products were reserved. That means only the small enterprises were allowed to produce those products. There was reservation of that product, right? And government was also procuring those products from these very small and medium enterprises only. But after the liberalization of the economy in 1991, now this reservation of product is removed, and hardly, now, less than 50 products are there which are reserved for a small scale enterprise. And slowly that will also vanish. That will not be there. There will not be any reservation that these products will be produced by the small enterprise only. There will not be any reservation at all, as per the treaty and WTO arrangements, and the concept of LPG uh, doesn't allow all these things. So the small and medium enterprises after the LPG started facing a lot of competition from large scale industries. Here again, this read this article, very interesting article. The small industries in India comparison with the small industries in Bangladesh, right? Those Bangladeshi textile and cloth manufacturing companies are much productive than Indian counterparts. Why so? There is a data analysis that the industries in Bangladesh, that industrial center comparison was done, that there are very less number of enterprise, hardly 10 to 15% enterprises in Bangladesh were employing less than 10 workers, whereas in India they compared, almost 70% of enterprises were employing less than 10 workers. Though the size of employment also matters, that determine the scale of production. In fact, the industries there in Bangladesh, they were more, uh, really, they were not so small. In fact, they are increasing their sizes, and the employment is more. They are becoming, as you increase the scale of production, you get the benefit of economies of a scale, economies of large scale production. You should start, employing more workers, growing. So that comparison is there in this article, you can go through. So actually in India, these small enterprises, SMEs, facing a lot of tough competition because of now non-reservation of products. Now even big industries can operate. I have just gone through the news articles that now European companies have come to India, and they are manufacturing the what do you call, furnitures, right? The furniture items which were totally, localized earlier before liberalization. Local, these furniture making industries, a small enterprise, micro enterprises were operating. Now, if they are having big competition with these multinationals, uh, do you feel that they will be able to survive the competition? No, not at all. So, what you need to do, you need to change with the condition and situation. You need to grow yourself. You need to improve your financial condition, right? You need to adapt technology, right? So, this way you can see that these SMEs are facing a competition, tough competition from the large scale industries. And because of this competition, there is a lot of sickness of small enterprises also. Too many industries are becoming sick. Their financial condition is becoming worse every day, right? So this is another problem of small and medium enterprises which they are facing. There is urgent need to grow and adopt new technology. There should be, availability of fund to these industries. There must be skill training, managerial training to these small enterprises in India, so that they can cope up with the uh, latest competition because of liberalization and globalization of economy. Okay, is this clear to everyone, dear students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving
Yes,
on to
sir.
the next point: idle capacity or underutilization of capacity. This is another big problem with the small enterprise. As the name suggests, you can see these small enterprises are already small, right? Their production size is less, right? They are not producing much. Their scale of production is not much. Even then, there is, you know, uh, capacity underutilization of capacity. Even then, even this situation, there is idle capacity. When there is idle capacity, do you feel these enterprises can become, cost effective? No. So, because of the why there is idle capacity, why there is underutilization of capacity, there are so many factors. It may be demand driven, it may be supply driven, it may be because of the supply side problems, it may be because of the demand side problem. At times, what happened? These enterprises, are unable to, utilize their capacity, as in the beginning we have seen raw material supply problem is there. If you are not getting the raw material on time, you will not be able to utilize your capacity. It is not possible for you to operate at the full capacity level, right? This is one reason. Other reason may be there may be power supply problem, right? Because of that also you may not be utilizing your capacity. So there is capacity utilization problem with the small and which makes them non-competitive. Actually, if you are producing less, you are not able to utilize your capacity, you cannot control your cost, and you are unable to control cost, you cannot sell your product at a competitive price. You cannot compete with the big industries, right? Who can store large amount of stock. They have enough fund. But small enterprises, they are not producing, they are unable to store much because of their financial problem, right? There lot of problems, actually. So this problem of idle capacity is really posing a big challenge to these SMEs. So, according to an study by Association Chamber of Commerce and Industry, this ASSOCHAM report, 79 small business units are turning financially unviable in India every day. This figure is so disturbing. You can see 79 small and business units every day, they are becoming unviable financially, right? So there are reasons for it why it is happening. One of the reason is idle capacity. So when there are, crores of small and medium enterprises, but every day so many are becoming bankrupt, so many are closing down, so many are becoming sick. So that is really creating a problem. Though the number of SMEs are large, but at the same time, large number of industries, could not reach to the age of 5 years. है ना। ये जो स्मॉल मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेज है 5 साल की उम्र तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाते, मतलब क्या हुआ, 5 years तक भी सस्टेन नहीं कर पाते बिजनेस में, और वो फिर बंद कर देते हैं, राइट। ऐसा प्रॉब्लम बहुत, ऑलमोस्ट 30-40% इंडस्ट्रीज आर लाइक दैट. So the sickness of industry is a big problem, and sickness because of all the problems which we have discussed earlier, and this current point which we are discussing, right? Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, fine. So moving on to the next point, under the heading of problems of small and medium enterprises, is infrastructure. This is very common and known fact. All of you are aware of this, that there is infrastructure problem in our country, and for that matter in every developing economy, every developing countries, and forget about the less developed countries the problem is acute, but even developing countries, these problems are common. What is the problem? Inadequate availability of transport facility. That is a big problem. Transport is the lifeblood of any industry. You need to move products from one place to other place, from production center to market, from a raw material origin point to the company. So this way, cheap and all season transport is important for the growth of any business, any industry, right? So transport problem is there. Next is communication problem. That communication problem is still, though in this area India has developed a lot, communication system has improved, right? The internet technology has improved, but still there is a need to do a lot, right? And you can make it more competitive and provide these facilities at a very cheaper rate. And next is power supply. Power supply is another big infrastructural jolt for the small and medium enterprises, right? So infrastructure is also creating the overall base infrastructure, right? Basic infrastructure problem is there, which is not in the control of SMEs. It is beyond the control of SMEs, right? So where government needs to play a very important role, right? So here I have uh, quoted two article which is explaining very clearly this infrastructure problem. Poor infrastructure, biggest challenge for SMEs. This is an interview given by expert of small and medium enterprise, that that was published in SME Times, right? This was published in 2014, May 2014. Another news article is there, poor infrastructure a big hurdle to small and medium enterprises growth. This was published in Business Standard, right? So these you can go through and read that the infrastructure, how it is creating problem for the small and medium enterprises, right? So SMEs face this infrastructure problem, though this problem is common to big industries as well, but somehow big industries are managing it, right? Big industries are located in the urban centers, but when it comes to small and medium enterprises, it is not located all the time in the urban centers and big cities. They are located in the countryside also, in the areas which are not fully developed, where the infrastructure is not up to date, right? So that is the problem. Okay, should I move to the next point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the last point is managerial inadequacies, managerial problem, right? These small and medium enterprises, you know that how many managers are there in small enterprises mostly? If it is a micro enterprise, how many managers and board of directors will be there in micro enterprise? Can you tell? Yes. Okay, let me tell you, if the enterprise is small, very small, in fact, owner is the manager, owner is the accountant, owner is the marketing man and salesman. So owner is everything. Single person is there. and he is managing everything. So it is quite clear that one person cannot be expert of all the fields. You are expert in marketing, expert in finance, expert in HR management, expert in advertising. Not possible, right? So there is managerial inadequacies, managerial problem at the small scale industries, right? So there is a need to develop all these knowledge, skill, aptitude, and much needed vision is required. Vision is important, right? So competence of the entrepreneur is very important, very vital for the growth of small and medium enterprise. But contrary to this requirement, most of these small enterprises are managed single handedly. Their size is so small and they are not growing enough. They are not reaching even to the level of a small enterprise or medium enterprise, so that they can do enough specialization uh, or division of labor, so that they can specialize in each and every required area for the business, whether marketing, finance, HR, promotion, sales, right, like that. So this manage and